Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Mortal Kombat video on the channel, but not in the way many of you might be accustomed to. Today, seeing as we're still yet to get some official news regarding the current state or reveal of Mortal Kombat 12. Why? I thought that today we could actually tackle some other news regarding the current status of the next Mortal Kombat movie, as it has indeed been quite a while since we've had any movie tour on the channel, and of course, what exactly is happening, because a lot, and I mean a lot, has gone down and changed in 4 of the last movie, including some returning faces, new characters, and people behind the camera. Now, first things first, as I kinda need to get this out the way, the reboot movie is a good, but ultimately a very decisive one amongst fans, myself included, as whilst it was most definitely entertaining, ticking a lot of boxes in the right places, from its casting to some action set pieces, from a cohesive storytelling standpoint, and accuracy to that of the lore. Looking at you, Arcana, it does fall fairly short in that department, as many felt that the studio inclusion of Cole took away time and character development from both the film and the rest of the cast. Plus, its kind of lack of a tournament format made it a bit jarring with how exactly the story was unfolding. Plus, they did my boy Goro dirty. Really, the movie as a whole is an enjoyable experience, but most definitely a flawed one, especially for die-hard fans, or anyone who might be familiar with the source material, as there was most definitely a lack of it. It's quite an unfair comparison, but everything the reboot does wrong is what the 95 movie does right. Thus, there is a natural divide amongst fans, with some preferring the simplistic nostalgia of the older movie, with its charming yet cheesy action set pieces, whereas some prefer the new and more modern take on the series, with its similar but different enough setup that it feels like something new. And then there's people that like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, unironically, who just wanna watch the world burn. So with a new sequel, the big question on the table is, who's coming back? And who else will we finally see enter the Mortal Kombat cinematic universe? Which, yes, is actually a thing, and I will be touching on that throughout this video. Now, as of making this video, whilst we are yet to confirm the returning cast, it wouldn't be a stretch to believe that the surviving characters will be returning to reprise their role. So, Jessica McInerney will be back as Sonya Blade, Lewis Tan as Cole, Ludi Lin as Liu Kang, Mehcad Brooks as Jax, Tadanobu Asano as Raiden, and Chin Han as Shang Tsung. With that also being said, whilst Sub-Zero, played by Joe Taslim, did perish at the end of that movie, it looks like we will most certainly be seeing him return, with Joe actually having signed on for 4 more Mortal Kombat movies. So we could very well see him return as Bi-Han, but this time under the Noob Saibot mantle. Now, one actor who actually hasn't confirmed his return is Hiroyuki Sanada, the actor of Scorpion and Hanzo Hasashi. Sanada has gone down and said that he simply doesn't know, which is actually quite alarming, because filming is set to begin this June through to September, meaning that there isn't a lot of time to reach out to the actor. Of course, this is excluding any reshoots or any rewrites that may come down the line, but nonetheless, I'd be lying if I said his absence will most certainly be missed, as the opening section to the 2021 movie is pretty much unanimously agreed to be the best part of the film. So, with legacy characters out the way, we can now move on to new oncoming characters. And, well, one character everyone wants to see, Johnny Cage. Cage was a big point of contention in the last movie, with his absence most certainly being felt, because Cage, in many ways, serves as the audience character, but he was purposely left out due to the inclusion of Cole and the fact that narratively, his characteristics would have been in direct conflict with Josh Lawson's extremely funny portrayal of Kano.
That's the only move you know, mate.
Now, if this so is the case, then at least fans know what to expect of the movie star in the following movie. As of making this video, we know that the team are still currently casting an actor to portray Cage, with WWE superstar and AEW founder Cody Rhodes having auditioned for the role in the most recent WrestleMania, and other actors like The Miz and Scott Adkins bearing a lot of interest to play the part. Touching on the cinematic universe part, I know they've most certainly expressed some interest in possibly a standalone spin-off movie, but I don't know if that is moving forward, but there hasn't been any talk of that since Warner's merge with Discovery. Now, outside of Cage, the characters that will be appearing, but are yet to be cast, are the following: Shao Kahn, Baraka, Kitana, Quan Chi, King Jared, and Queen Sindel. Judging by the new characters we have here, it's very well possible that we could be exploring Mortal Kombat 2 as well as the fall of Edenia. Again, unfortunately, we don't have any casting details about who have either been picked or have auditioned for the roles, but rest assured, once we get some news, I will be dropping a video on it. Now, since we are talking about story and premise, let's actually touch on what we know of the plan for this movie is. Now, according to Greg Russo, the writer of the first movie, it's that this was all planned out to be a trilogy, with the first movie taking place before the tournament, its sequel taking place during the tournament, and its finale to take place after the tournament, creating a well-rounded trilogy that has a start, middle, and end. Now, unfortunately, this all came to light after the first movie had come out. Thus, myself and many others were quite puzzled as to what exactly was going on with the movie and how the Earthrealmers were being attacked. Whilst doing my research for this video, I actually couldn't see if Russo's name was pinned to this project, so I don't know if they are sticking to the original plan, because currently, the team have taken on another writer, that being Jeremy Slater, who you may be more familiar with from Marvel's Moon Knight. As of right now, the plot details are thin to none, but seeing as where we left off, it seems pretty safe to say that we are now in the tournament phase of the series. And back behind the camera, we once again have Simon McCoy, returning as director, so we can expect more of his visual expertise and flair, as he's gone on to confirm that the next movie will be filmed in Australia once again. From a release date standpoint, nothing is at all confirmed right now, with no window at all having been announced. But taking into mind the current film schedule, I'd say that the release of this movie could probably end up being spring or summer of 2024. That is, of course, excluding reshoots that could push the release date back. With that said, everyone, that's everything we currently know about the status of the next Mortal Kombat movie. I will say, despite my mixed feelings on the last film, I am excited to see what the sequel has to bring to the table, especially with it now taking place during the tournament phase of the saga. And with the recent success of video game adaptations like the Mario movie, the Sonic movie, and The Last of Us, I hope this allows writers to have more faith in their source material, and if anything, encourage them to embrace the foundation of the series, to give us not just a stellar movie, but a universe that feels alive and worthy of carrying the Mortal Kombat name. So with that said, everyone, what are your thoughts on the next big sequel for Mortal Kombat? Who are you the most excited to see? Please do comments down below, as I'd love to hear what you have to say. But for now, everyone, that has been it for me. So as always, everyone, stay strong, stay well, and keep on fighting, as we all eagerly await for the next Mortal Kombat movie and game. Take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon.